What is wrong with the international media? There are enough evidence, survivor accounts, eyewitness accounts, documented evidence of the carnage that happened in Pahalgam. Is the international media downplaying it, whitewashing the terror attack sponsored by Pakistan, a radical jihadist attack? We are told that the government has pulled up the prominent, prestigious, so to say, an international organization, the BBC, over what the government believes has been a biased reporting. Remember, using words like militant even when innocent people are being butchered, and not just a random firing incident, targeted massacre that has happened. We are told that BBC is under government's INB ministry watch list and sending out strong sentiments to the BBC India head. Tell me more about this, Jitendra. Online, चलिए एक तरह का warfare हो रहा है, but जब news channels होते हैं वो भी international media level के, the world audience is watching it, reading it, they are gathering their awareness from these news channels. Why are international media using such soft words? Government किस तरह से इस पर कार्रवाई कर सकती है? So I'll go across to Jitendra in just a short while. Remember, questions will rightly be posed to the Indian government for the incident, for the terror attack that happened. Was there negligence? Was there callousness? Why was there a security lapse? But how can you not even document and acknowledge that there was a radical jihadist attack targeting innocent people, especially men, sparing the women to mock and go tell their leader? These were all documented facts. To go soft on this at a time when there's been a brutal massacre is absolutely unpardonable. So that's what we are told, that the government is taking action on some of the misleading reports that are coming in from the international media. You know, where I get suspicious here is the international media playing to an agenda, to the galleries, because their own leaders, from UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer to US President Donald Trump to other world leaders, they have already responded. They have expressed support and solidarity to India. Why is international media so cryptic with the words? Shivani Sharma is joining me for the latest on that. Shivani, I hear that apart from the online YouTube channels, and tell me more about it, why does the government, the INB ministry here, believe that some international media also are playing to the gallery at a time like this, when there has to be unanimous support and acknowledgement with regard to India, to understand, stand by India, rather than play cryptic on a jihadist terror attack?
See, Pooja, this is not the first time when some of the media houses from the West have been playing a conspiracy of demeaning and maligning India's image. And this is once again happening and being reported and acknowledged by not only India, but United States also. We've been reporting after the Pahalgam attack how the misreporting has been slammed itself by the United States. A number of publications have been actually giving out false accounts and false information about this terror attack that has been sponsored clearly by Pakistan. And now the Ministry of Home Affairs has banned these 16 YouTube channels that were being operated either by Pakistan or by Pakistani handles across the world. And they were actually spreading a lot of misinformation about India and India's stand after this attack happened in Pahalgam. Remember, Pooja, we have already reported that very next day after the Pahalgam attack how these terrorists were being claimed to be militants, and many other information that was being floated was actually false and foul. So now this is action coming in from not only MHA, but a lot of voices from across the world are acknowledging that there is a conspiracy within the media in the West that is spreading false information or giving out information in a deviated manner.
Shivani, stay on with me. I want to quote from a report that had been put on social media, shared from the BBC. The headline says, shock and anger after gunmen kill more than 20 tourists in Kashmir. Without details, even with the details, it simply says at least 24 people have been killed after gunmen opened fire on a group of domestic tourists, and remember, adding here, India-administered Kashmir. So they have the time and the bandwidth to add these words, but not the fact that it was a targeted attack The 23 Hindus, 2 Christians were targeted deliberately when they were identified as non-Muslims. These Pakistan-sponsored terrorists had come in. Kashmir had been bracing for so long a conflict that the world media is aware about, and yet such cryptic words are being used. This, remember, is violation of ethics as well. To not even elaborate, 24 people. This was not a random firing incident. This was a targeted attack where men were attacked for their faith. So that is what has happened. And remember, one local Muslim from Kashmir also was killed because he tried to intervene with the terrorists. That should give you all the details. However, from the reports, it's not very clear what exactly happened. So it appears, as Shivani continues to be with us. Shivani, final question. Why do you believe that the government is questioning whether it's online, some of these YouTube handles, or even the international media at a time like this? Why the INB ministry is either reaching out to them, questioning them? People also are exposing them.
See, India is actually working on multiple fronts right now, Pooja. India is not only preparing for action, it is not only intensifying action against the terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir, not only busting their terror outfits, their hideouts there, but India is also tackling and it is handling the situation to not give a message that India believes in war hysteria. India is actually a believer of peace, but it will not spare and tolerate any kind of attempt to actually kill its people or the brutalities that are happening here. So Indian government is working on multiple forums, but it is also sensing the way the whole effort is being given a different shade by some Pakistani-based media houses or some Pakistani supporting media houses of the West. And not only this, but at the age of this social media, Pooja, we have to be very careful of the information that flows in that can actually it can actually hamper the efforts of the government. So that is the effort why government doesn't want any kind of misinformation flowing from anywhere, because Indian sentiment against terror is high.
And Shivani,
people should not.
I would say this is not even about misinformation. This is about not even acknowledging the details that are out there in public domain. How can you call a clear terror attack as gunmen, as if there's no awareness about what exactly happened? 24 people randomly were not killed. These are basic details that should have been mentioned so the world realized what happened in Pahalgam. That's one of the reasons that questions are being raised of why, when the world leaders have acknowledged, the world leaders have expressed support to India, why are some in the international media playing to the galleries?